Good day, students. This is teacher Julie again from Gamglish.com, and we will have another lesson in Unit 3 using, of course, All of Us from Jeanette Greenwell and Stephen Lawrence. So are you ready? Great. So let's start now. Okay, so as I have told you before, students, in lesson 4, I will discuss to you the rules on how to use the superlative form in adjectives, okay? Okay, so let's start now. So I want you to listen very carefully. So students, first rule, the word the always goes before superlative adjectives. Okay, so example, the biggest. Okay, again, students, the word the always goes before superlative adjectives. Example, the biggest. As you can remember on my previous videos, okay, I have discussed the worst, the best, right? So we must put the before superlative adjectives. Okay? Okay, so let's go now to the next one. For most adjectives, add est to form the superlative. So example, soft, softest. Again, students, for most adjectives, add est to form the superlative. So again, students, before I taught you the comparative form of the adjectives, right? Okay, so you have to add er for most adjectives when you form the comparative, right? But here in superlative, you have to add est for most adjectives, okay? Okay, now let's go to the third one. For adjectives that end in e, add st. Example, large, largest. Very good. Again, students, for adjectives that end in e, you have to add st. Okay, so again, large, largest. For adjectives that end in y, change the y to I and add est. Example, happy, happiest. Okay, again, students, for adjectives that end in y, change the y to I and add est. Okay, now let's go to the fourth one. For adjectives with one vowel before one consonant, double the final consonant and add est. So, as for example, you can see here the adjective sad. So to form the superlative, you have to add est and you have to double one consonant, okay? So we can say saddest. Okay, so now let's go to the last one. The adjectives good and bad have irregular, comparative, and superlative forms. Again, the adjectives good and bad have irregular, comparative, and superlative forms. So students, when we say irregular, okay, and when we say irregular, the comparative and superlative forms change. Okay, example, good, better, best. Okay, so student, we don't say good, gooder, and goodest, okay? So we have to change the comparative and as well the superlative form, okay? So same with the word bad. So it will become worse for comparative and it will become worst for the superlative. Okay, so you have to remember, students, the adjectives good and bad have irregular, comparative, and superlative forms, okay? Okay, so now let's go to activity number 2. So here we will correct the sentences like in the example. So first one is already done for you students, so let's read it. The yellow sweater is the cheapest. Okay, so the green sweater costs $24.99. The yellow jacket costs $19.99. The red jacket costs $17.99. Okay, so the yellow sweater is not the cheapest, right? Okay, so we have to correct the sentence and we have to put the red sweater is the cheapest. Very good. Now let's go to number 2. The blue bicycle is the most expensive. So as you can see here, students, blue is $59.99, black is $69.99, and the red one is $64.99. Okay, very good. So the most expensive is the black bicycle. So let's put it here. Okay, so let's write here. Okay, the black bicycle is the most expensive. Okay, very good, students. Again, let's read. The black bicycle is the most expensive. Very good. Now let's go to number 3. The brown rope is the longest. Very good. So, it's not the longest, right? The brown rope is the shortest. Okay, so let's read. The brown rope is the shortest. Very good, students. Now let's go to number 4. The blue sofa is the most comfortable. Okay, very good. So it's not the blue sofa, it's the white sofa. Very good. So we can say the white sofa is the most comfortable. Okay, so let's read, students. The white sofa is the most comfortable. Very good, students. So, there you have it. I hope you really learned a lot from today's lesson. So, I hope to see you again on my next video as we do another fun and exciting activity. See you, students. Bye.